I will be talking about our project, One Slum, One Computers project. Please, I would like to go to the next slide and we can start on now.
Muted.
As you can see, this project, we named it in One Slum, 100 Computers because we want to base this project in Eastern Nairobi slums, which will focus on reducing youth poverty and at the same time refashioning Nairobi slums life. So this project will be based on youth and participating in their computer usage in the slum. So it's gonna be very easy and short project to introduce. So please, it's not, we have designed this project in easy way and short way to understand it. Please go to the next and we start on value proposition of this project. Please the next slide. As you can see now to the value proposition of this project, now we are going to get a simple understanding of this One Slum, 100 Computer project. As I said, this project is being on behalf of International Transformation Foundation, which is a youth-led organization here in Nairobi. And we are many young people from various countries. So on this program, we do many activities for youth development, which also include free training to our counterparts, mostly disadvantaged youth. So especially we have designed this project, which we call One Slum, 100 Computers, to provide free computer training and also provide free leadership and entrepreneurship mentorship to these young people. And when we finish this training, I mean computer training and the leadership and entrepreneurship mentorship, this youth will be given a loan to start up business in the slum, which they can start like photocopying, printing, and making like graphic design in the slum. So once these youth they are trained, they go to the next stage to receive loan, and after receiving the loan, they start up a business. So before we start a business for this youth, they will first, like now we are presenting this program, they will also have the designing their project which they can implement in their own slum so that they can be able to get a loan and implement in their own slum. So this project is very simple for everyone to understand and is for only designed to provide safe and sustainable development for youth living in Eastern Nairobi slum. So, but it can also be implemented in the other area since only it's designed as a humanitarian activities that you get help, you help yourself, and then you help others. So we'll be able to understand as we go down a little bit. So please go to the next slide. So as you can see here, when we try to make market analysis, especially we focused on Eastern Nairobi, which is one of the biggest area in Nairobi, which has many slums. As you can see here, in Kenya, we have right now about 1.6 million youth who are not employed, especially when I focus on Eastern Nairobi. We focus on in one county, which is called Embakasi. We have about 40,000 youth all out of work, and especially in the area which we want to implement this project will be in one location called the Kariobangi. About 24,528 youth are there, and they need so many things, especially profession, employment, and they need income generating business because there are people who are there, they was not able to go to school, they was not able to get employment because of course they don't have any sort of education, any other way to get daily basis. And now when we think of this youth, that's why we thought these youth who are in Eastern Nairobi slums, about 40,000 they need profession, employment, which actually they cannot get without any help because they are disadvantaged. They cannot get any other way to be able to get normal life like others. So when we thought about this, with the means, we thought that every 6 months we can be able to train with our free computer training and leadership and entrepreneurship program. We train about 30 youth, and after these 6 months, they go out to start a business through the loan of a computer and or in one printer. Then after 12 months, we can be able to reach about 60 youth, which we will be in a cycle, 30 every 6 months and 30 every 6 months, that we calculated in 5 years, that we can be able to train and make these youth have a job, get their own job in 5 years, and have about 300 youth having their own job in 5 years. Please, let's go to the next slide. So, of course, even if we are saying we can be able to train this youth, this over 40,000 youth, and give them loan to start a business, but we think we can see there will be some risk because this place is in a poor area. Of course, the housings here, they are made by very traditional way, like iron sheet. There is also the security is not reliable. Of course, also transportation is really hard. I think that's why no one else is coming here to help these people. But we thought of this way, we can use this way which no one is using to be able to support these people and give them positive way that they can be able also to develop their area by their own. So the opportunity we have here for this project is to provide free training, which will give computer and leadership and entrepreneurship training. And above that, after training, we give them a loan to start up their own business that will be able to accommodate every young person living in this area, that everyone will be able to have normal life just like others, although regarding this situation of living in poor housing in an area which is not secure, and no, actually this area is not really that accessible for anyone, but we are willing to go here to motivate these young people to do something for their future, for themselves and for their area. So we can go to the next slide. As you can see here, for this value chain, this project will be these activities, which we mean like free computer training, leadership and entrepreneurship mentorship for the youth living in this Eastern Nairobi slums. All of this will be coming from ITF's organization in partnership with Boni Kimo Limited that will support to train these young people. But as you saw, we are doing this for 5 years, that we think after 5 years, these people living in the community, they will be able to do their program by their own. Since this program is designed to be a self-sustainable program, so after 5 years, we believe that these beneficiaries will be able to conduct this program by their own. So this value chain, you can see with the involvement of local community and the beneficiaries is the one which actually make this program very fascinating and very self-sustainable in a much very easy way. So we can go to the next slide. So here we are going to see precisely about the financials, how this financial will be used for this program. As I said, it's very easier program that will make it in much time self-sustainable. As you can see, for the first year, we will rely on our donation of income to be able to operate this program. But in the next 2-3 years, we will be able to operate it by our own from income of the project. As you can see, we have to receive 99% for the first year in operation. We need from income much needed from donation and grants. But for the second year, as you can see from the next slide, it shows that after first year, second, third, fourth, and fifth year, we will be using money from our own, the money that we generated from our activities. We will not be relying on any donation. So all applications will be from our own. So as you can see from the next slide, which is for other years. I'm not seeing it. Next slide, please. As you can see here from critical success, even if we will be able to provide this training, we are thinking how if we give loan to these young people who had no other background, it will be difficult for us. But that's why we made so many ways. Like I said, we'll be providing free leadership and free entrepreneurship mentorship. All of this we combine this program because when we provide leadership training, is our aim is to provide them to implant in these young people the value of accountability, even if we don't have another background except local administration to monitor, to give us the identity of people we are going to give loan, because we can give loan and the people they just disappear. But when we provide our free leadership training, we will be able to build leadership value among these people that we can be able to work together as long as the project is running. But also,
Unmuted.
as you can see, also we have a problem with working together with our volunteers because it's almost the project is a voluntary run program and commitment from partners, because when we especially for the first and the second year is when we need many partners to give us mostly funding. But if they are not committed, we may have some problem when we are going through this. Another thing is that in this community,
Muted.
in Kenya, when we talk about the business, we have a problem with the traditions, because then you will find somewhere that women cannot learn business, and so we are going to be having a program to
Unmuted.
fairness for especially gender equality. That's why actually I said we will be having leadership and entrepreneurship training. So please, can you go to the next slide?
Kubwimana, could you please wrap up? I understand we've had some delays with the slides, but take a couple seconds here to wrap up.
Okay. Okay, as you can see now, when we talk about the IT organizational chart, normally for the success of our programs, so far for the last 3 years, what we have been able to achieve, it was through our management system, because when our management system is really in a good structure, we are being able to operate and to give our beneficiaries the better services. As you can see, our system is really designed that everyone of our member, our beneficiary, gets services in a proper way and in an accountable way. So this is just our chart. As you can see for the next slide, you're going to see how, especially our organization is based with young people. You can see here, most of us, I think up to now, we are under 30 years, although most of us graduated some years, some we are graduating for last years. So it's organization based on young people understanding for young people's services. So that's why we saw this program to be able to benefit mostly young people living life that they don't deserve. So please, as you can see, this board is only to provide the oversight of our activities to benefit young people as we understand clearly our problem of young people. So please, let's go to the next.
Okay, I think you're going to have to wrap it up pretty soon here. We're out of time.
Okay. So for this slide, I'm going to show you how our financing will scale up for the first 1 year in operation for this program. So because as you saw from the second slide, we will be operating for grants, because for the first year we need much income because this program is designed to be self-sustainable. For the first year, we want to raise our own income that we don't need any other support from our partners. As you can see, for financial resources, our target is for the first year to raise our money from our activities, which will come from loan repayment and service activities in our program, so that in 5 years we will be able to be freely operating by our own. Secondly, for human resources, as you see, beneficiaries volunteering in our program, because as I said, this program should be self-sustainable, which means in finance and human resource. So we believe that these young people, since we help them, they'll be able to help themselves, then they come back to help their own project, their own community. So that's why we say this is a community-based program that will be able to cycle inside the community. So that we believe that through this program, we will have, after 5 years, we will be able to have computer business in these slums, about 260 business owned by young people in this community. And also, even if we say this 260 will be sustainable, we will be able to give around 300 youth to give them a loan, and in 5 years, at least 260, they will be able to be self-sustainable among themselves. So we can go to the next.